Hello dear student, welcome to TMC virtual class. Today we will learn geography. Everyone know what is shown in this picture. So are you able to identify? Yes, absolutely. Population. So today we will learn about population and we will compare population concepts of India with Brazil. So today's our objectives are know the meaning and concept of population, compare the qualitative aspects of a population of India with the Brazil. I hope everyone is familiar with the concept of population. If not, do not worry, we will learn today. So let's see some keywords of this chapter. First, population. What is the meaning of population? And we will try to know the different concepts of population. In that, population distribution, population density of area, then the population composition, sex ratio, age and sex pyramid, population growth rate, life expectancy, and literacy rate. So let's have a look at India's map. Please identify what is shown in this map. Yes, population distribution. What is the meaning of distribution? Yes, anything which is distributed, okay, that is called as distribution. So in a population distribution, we are showing the distribution of population according to regions. These all dots are indicating distribution of population. Are they in the same proportion all over country? No. Somewhere you find they are very concentrated, somewhere they are very sparse. So it is not evenly distributed. So in this chapter, we will learn why is it and what are the reasons behind this. Please just take a 1 minute and observe this map very clearly because we will try to solve some questions based on this map. One dot in this map is indicating 2 lakh people. Okay, and we have to count or we have to just only observe where the dots are concentrated more and where the dots are fairly concentrated or less in number. Another map we are going to observe today, India's population density. You must have a doubt what is the meaning of density. Don't worry, we will learn in this chapter meaning of density and how the density is in our country and the density according to various states we will learn. Okay, so in this map you find there are the various colors used to indicate a density. Okay, so population density is on by this map it is clear population density is not same everywhere. So let's see first some concepts and some meaning. Okay, stay here states with the highest population density, states with the lowest population density. On the basis of map given above, classify the distribution population in India in the following table. Let's see first meaning of density. Previous slide. Yes. So density is a very simple. Okay, number of people staying in a particular area or per square kilometer you can call it. Okay, so once again I'm repeating definition of density of population, number of people, okay, per square kilometer is called as a density. So if you take a Thana's any particular area, for example Indira Nagar or Lokmanya Nagar, so how many number of people in that area staying? Okay, so to measure and to make it easy we are using per square kilometer. See the here index, in the index they have shown different colors, okay, and the shades of the colors. See the dark red color shows more than 600, okay, density. Then second little light number, it shows 251 to 500 density per square kilometer, okay, and a very light color it shows less than 100. So just only have a look at map and find out where is the density high. Okay, more than 600 per kilometer. So you can identify easily various states. See the eastern part of a country, you find Punjab. Yes, absolutely correct. Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Then in the south, you find again Tamil Nadu and Kerala. These are the states where we have a highest density. Okay, then the moderate density you find in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, then Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, then some part of you find Assam. Okay, uh, these are the some states where we have a moderate density. Okay, then the density lies between 101 to 260 you find in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, okay, and some part of Manipur and the Meghalaya. And the very low density, where do you find? Yes, absolutely correct. Northern part of our country and the eastern part of our country. So northern states, Jammu Kashmir and then the Himachal Pradesh, then the Uttarakhand. These are the mostly covered by snow and Himalayan ranges, and therefore life is very rare there, and therefore you find population is limited in these states. Same way in the eastern part of our country, you find the Arunachal Pradesh, which is also mostly covered by Himalayan ranges. Okay, then the Mizoram. These are the states where we have a very low density compared to the rest of the country. So I think you got the answers of a previous questions. Okay. Then one more previous map distribution. Excuse me, sir. Sir, previous map of distribution. I want previous map of distribution. Yes. One more question we had in this map regarding the map distribution. State-wise, you have to mention. See here also they have a given scale. Okay, and you have to identify in a which states the density is high. So see where the concentration of dots is more, especially in the northern and southern part of the country. So in the same concept of a density, you can apply here distribution of population also. You find distribution of population is uneven in our country, and the more you find in the northern states and the southern state. Okay, so your answer state wise, if you want to answer, I have given here clue only, one example only. You have to find out other examples. Okay, so less than 100, that we have seen, that the 100 to 1 to 250, 251 to 500, and the more than 501. So I think now it is a very easy to classify the distribution population in India. Okay, I hope everybody found out it. So this way I have given only one state name, you have to find out the other state's name. Okay, you can prepare your chart like this way. Now, what is the status of population in India compared to the world population? Okay, so as you know, India's population is around 121 crores according to census 2011. But now we are in a 2021, and the next census will begin this year. So over a 10 years, there might be increase in population. So approximately it is considered as a 130 crores population at present, but you have to refer which one? Old one. Okay, so according to your textbook, 121 crores census. Then we have a second largest populous country in the world. Which one is the first? Yes, absolutely correct. China is the first country, but very soon we are going to cross China. So we occupies only 2.41% of the land area of the world. Okay, please remember these all numbers. They may ask you in a objective types of questions, or choose the correct. So do not confuse. And what is our size of population compared to world population? It's suppose 17.5% of the world population. Okay, of the world's population. And what is our average density? Our average population density is 382 persons per square kilometer as per 2011 population. So will you identify which state and which place has the highest density in our country? Okay, so do this research work. Let's see what is the relationship between physiography of India with its population distribution. We have seen northern belt like Punjab and this one Uttar Pradesh and that belt having a high population rate or a high population distribution, whereas some part of a northern state like Jammu and Kashmir, then your Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, they don't have a much population. So why we have an uneven population distribution? What are the factors responsible for this? So factors, most important factors determining population distribution is physiography, climate. These are the two very important factors playing an important role in the distribution of population. As you know, in our Gangetic Plain area, okay, we have a good land, a good fertile soil, then we have throughout the year availability of water supply. Then you find a human settlement have easily settled here for many centuries. Okay, and the mostly populated area in India is plain area, northern plain area. Okay, so here easily farming, industries, trade, and are developed fastly, and therefore the concentration of population took place easily. So this way you have to remember how these factors are affecting population distribution. Now here the examples given: northern plains of country, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore and Chennai. These are the major cities which are highly populated in our country, and their density is also high compared to other states and other cities. On the contrary, you find Himalayan area, okay, which is a very mountainous, hilly regions. Then the northern western part of Rajasthan, which is a dry desert area, okay, and some part of eastern part, you find dense forest area, and because of this, in this area, density is very low. Low means here sparse. Sparse meaning is low. Please remember. Why? Because of inaccessibility, we cannot easily make available all the available resources. Okay, then the actions of your facilities and tough life during what you can say unfavorable climate, all these facilities are not easily available and surviving is becoming very impossible, and therefore density is very low, and you find this area is less dense or less populated. Okay, so I hope everyone understood the situation of population in India is this way. You have to remember important two factors: distribution of population and density of population. Okay, and which are the factors responsible for this. Next part of this chapter is Brazil. You know, the Brazil is also populated country in South America. Okay, so let's have a look about the present situations or status of Brazil. Please observe this map very carefully. You find the western part is sparsely populated, whereas the eastern part is highly populated. Especially two states, you find two or three, four states are highly populated. There the distribution of population is high, whereas you find density of population is also high. So can you think what are the reasons or what are the factors responsible for this? Okay, and what is the points indicate? Okay, one dot indicate 2 lakhs people. So remember this scale and they use it forward next time. State wise, if you see here density of population, you find Sao Paulo is a highly dense area in the Brazil. Okay, and mostly density is high in the eastern side of the country, whereas the western side you find sparely or a less than 50 per square kilometer population. Why? What are the factors responsible for this? Come on, think about it. Okay, so northern area, southern area, and eastern area you have to compare here. You find on south and eastern part having more than 300 uh, per square kilometer density. Okay, so find out the reasons for this. You have to answer these questions. In a which area is the population great concentrated? Already I have answered it. In a which area is the distribution of population sparse? Do you identify it? No. Brazil's western side, I already told you what is lie in this area. Yes, try to find out. Yes, densely forest area. What is the name of that? Take a 1 minute and find out. Okay, then prepare a note on factors responsible for uneven distribution of population based on study of Brazil you have made so far. And the last one here, identify the type of map showing distribution. So come on, try these questions. I will not answer right now, you have to find out. Okay, you know, like in India, Brazil is also most populated country, but not in the world, in the South American continent. That you have to keep in mind. Then with a population of around 19 crores according to the census of 2010, okay, it ranked fifth in the world, and it is also the fifth in the world with respect to area. Then you find Brazil occupies 5.6% of world's total land and has a 2.78% of world's total population. Okay, and therefore density of population in around is around 23% per square kilometer. So now with the help of this data and India's data, you can easily compare. India is a more populous country than Brazil. Okay, now see what are the factors responsible for uneven distribution of population in Brazil. So you know, mostly the eastern part is concentrated. Why? Because the majority of Brazilians have settled within a 300 kilometers of the eastern coastal areas. Okay, and therefore this area is called as coastal lowlands. Here the mostly Europeans when in the beginning came and settled down in this coastal lowlands area, and this area is suitable for agriculture industries. Okay, and because of this industries and agriculture sector flourish here. As a result, you find high density of population is found here. But if we see the interior part or a western part of Brazil, you find it is sparsely populated. What are factors responsible for this? Yes, unfavorable climate. You know, Amazon basin. Amazon is the biggest river in the world and the mostly dense forest, covered by dense forest, and it's the lungs of the world that you studied. Okay, so these all factors make inaccessibility in this area. So unfavorable climate, heavy rainfall, then inaccessibility and the dense forest, these are the some barriers to development of human settlement here, and therefore settlements occur only in few places in Brazilian plain area. Then you find central and the western part of Brazil is less populated, and the density of population is in the highlands of Brazil is moderate, means neither high nor low. Now next concept you have to do here, use your brain power. How will you calculate density of given area? Okay, so each picture indicate 80 people, and you have to calculate the population density of area shown in 1 square kilometer of square in A and B each. So you know total number of main here, I mean the picture here shown, okay, and you have to count into 80. So in A picture you will get 1280 and in a B 1840. So where is the density is high? Absolutely, density is high in B area. Another important point, what is the formula of density? Try to find out. Yes, it is related to population and area. Now that's your research work. I will not tell you how to find out. Okay. So next concept here is the population composition. What is the meaning of population composition? Three factors you have to remember here: male, female, and children. So the proportion of male, female and children to the total population, that is called as population composition. And there are the various concepts in a population composition. Okay, so sex ratio. What is the meaning of sex ratio? Oh, don't take any bad meaning. It's a good meaning is what? The number of females per 1000 males in region is called as sex ratio. And sex ratio is completely depend upon various factors, development of this country, then the education, or you can call literacy rate in the country, then the scientific attitudes of the people. Okay, all these factors are responsible for the equal sex ratio. Unfortunately, in our country, you find sex ratio is not equal. Number of males are less or more than female. But what is the situation in Brazil? You find sex ratio in Brazil, it was very stable up to 2001, and then it started increasing after 2001 to 2011. Okay, so what does this graph show? It shows the sex ratio in sex ratio of Brazil and India. And see the India's sex ratio. It shows little bit fluctuation in the sex ratio. Okay, so you find here in 19 up to the 1971 it was falling, then again it's raised up to 1981, then again it fall up to 1991, and then again it is steadily increasing, continuously increasing up to 2011. So it is evident from the graph that the number of women in Brazil has always been more than men. But in India, compared to Brazil, our sex ratio is not that much good. What are the factors responsible? There are various factors. Even now also our society is a male dominated, and the male's presence in our family is a very important, and as a result you find here a number of males more than female. So around 913 or 23 per thousand male. Okay, females per thousand male. So this indicate our sex ratio is not equal. So in summary you can say, with a reference to both the countries, characteristic of populations are prominently notable. The sex ratio of Brazil have been more than 1000 since decades. Okay, then considering the sex ratio of Brazil, the number of women have considerably increased than men in 2001. In India, men outnumber women. Why? Because men are more than female in our country. Okay, and the females are always less than 1000. So in India, we see fluctuation in the sex ratio since few decades because of the dominance of now the education level, or you can say literacy rate is improved, scientific attitude is now taking place. As a result, you find slight increase in the sex ratio after 1991. So, will you like to do some research work? Yes, here are the two topics I have selected. What could be the reason of lower sex ratio in any region, especially in India? Okay, and in India, number of men outnumber women. Means number of men are more than female or women. So, is this condition found in all state of the country? Okay, or of India, or find out or not? Last second point is age and sex pyramids. Is it a little bit difficult to understand, but do not confuse. You have to compare here only two sides, okay, male and female, and then the map of graph of India's with the Brazil. Most of time they may ask you this map in the exam. Okay, so these graphs is looks like a pyramid, and therefore this is called as pyramid. It shows age and sex pyramids, and therefore this map is called as age and sex pyramid. Do not confuse. Okay, it is very easy. Just in the beginning you will feel it is difficult. Then you find this graph shows age and sex of population, and it is also known as population pyramid. Okay, what is it used? It is used to study the age and sex related aspect of region's population. So total number of male with compare with the female. Okay, then we are studying other aspect. So here you have to remember, does that mean that we can know the number or percentage of various age groups of males and the females in our country? Yes, of course we can count here total number of male and female. We can compare with them. We can find out total old people in our society and young people in our society. See the Brazil's map. What do you observe here in the Brazil's map? Percentage of population is given on the OX axis and age groups is given on the OY axis. So you can compare here between which group age you find a more population. Okay, so please use here. In Brazil you find more young people. Okay, whereas in India's group, right now we have a more young population compared to this one, uh, age group, higher age group. But in the future we will have a more age population. Okay, aged people's population. So do you observe it? Are you ready for answers? Okay, so here considering the age of a population, Brazil's population is getting slowly older because they have a more proportion of young people compared to old people. Okay, then here India, the situation is different. The proportion of youth in India is more. It means in the coming future we will have a more old people, but right now we have a more working population. What is the meaning of working population? When you have a more young people or more youth people, means they are called as a working population. Okay, old and children are do not do work, or we are not allowing them to do work, and therefore that population is called as non-working population. Remember this. Okay, so in this pyramid, what did you see? We can see that the number of young people is more in both the countries, but the proportion of young people of proportion of children is more in India. Then the proportion of people in the age group than above 80 years, India is more in Brazil, and therefore I told you old people's proportion is more compared to Brazil. Okay, so using this graph give above, find the difference the male and females of various age group. You can make a graph on this one table and find out different groups. There are three types of groups I told you: children, then the working population, okay, or you can say the young population and the old population. Age wise also 0 to 15, then 16 sorry 14 and 15 to 59 and 60 and above, and find out their percentage. Okay, so in a which age group is this difference the maximum, that you have to identify. A not very difficult task, very easily you can identify. Next concept or aspect of population is population growth rate. What is the meaning of growth rate? Growth rate means increase in any concept. Okay, so how does our population is increasing? That is a mention that is identified by the growth rate. Observe the growth rate of both the countries. You find Brazil's growth rate is a steady, continuously falling down, whereas India's population growth is falling down but very slowly. Okay, so first see what do these graphs shows? These graphs are showing what? Population growth rate. Okay, so Brazil's and India's population growth rate, if you compare, you find their population is growth rate is steeply falling down, whereas India's is slightly falling down. Okay, so you can say here, though the lines show a downward trend, it does not mean population is decreasing. It shows that the growth is lesser than the previous decade. Decade means 10 years. Before the 10 years, whatever the population growth rate, compared to that now, it is decreasing. Observation is over. Try to identify difference. Okay, so here does the population of the Brazil is decreasing? Answer is no. This means that growth is less, and looking at the trend, the in the near future Brazil's population may decrease, but we are not sure exactly how and when. So the rate of a population, excuse me, the rate of a growth of population has reduced considerably in Brazil, but this is not the condition in India. What are the factors responsible for this? Yes, yes, identify it. Okay, so if you see the graph from 2001 to 2011, India's population increased by 18.2 crores. India's population growth rate was higher till 1971, and you know the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi adopted family planning program, and it succeeded little bit, and that helped to stabilize our population. So the rate of population growth is now declining, but the population is still growing in our country. It is observed in Brazil what? The rate of growth is declining, and the Brazil's population may not increase in the next 2 decades. I hope it will happen with India. It will happen with India also, because we are trying to control our population. Next important point or concept is life expectancy. What is the meaning of life expectancy? Yes, how long you are expected to survive. That is called as life expectancy. You know, if you have a good nutrition food, okay, and you have good health care facilities, medicine facilities, definitely your life expectancy will be high. But if you have a scarcity of all these facilities, definitely it will affect your survival rate, means life expectancy. And that is clearly visible in these both countries comparison. You find in the Brazil, the life expectancy increased from 54 years in 1960 to 75 years in 2018. Okay, whereas in India it increased to just only 68 years. Our life expectancy is now also very less compared to Brazil and the other advanced countries. Okay, so this means the average number of years a person born in a country is expected to live or survive, that we can compare with the other countries. Okay, this compare, you can compare this life expectancy rate with any country, and then you will realize India's life expectancy is very less compared to advanced countries. What are the factors responsible for this? Already I told you, we have to improve our standard of living, our nutrition food level, then we have to improve our country's growth and development. Okay, so increase in life expectancy is an indicator of a development of society. It shows us that improvement in the medical facilities, improvement in nutrition, access to nutritious food levels, that the progress in medical fields. Okay, and all these factors responsible for the improvement in or increase in average life expectancy of any country. So please, in your future life, try to improve your own life expectancy by having good nutritious food and do some exercise. Okay, but there are some other socio-economic developments also increasing in our country, and we are expecting to improve our life expectancy. So use your brain power again. Is there a relationship between increase in life expectancy and the growth of population? If yes, how? Is there any relation? Try to find out. Next important aspect of population is literacy rate. You know, in India, literacy rate is increasing but very slowly compared to other countries. What is the meaning of literacy rate? Number of people educated in our country is shown by literacy rate. Okay, so here life literacy rate is very high in Brazil. You find in 1961 they had a 74.8% literacy rate. It increased to 92.6%, whereas in India it was a very low in the beginning. In 1961 it was around 40%, and it increased to 72.2%. Still our 28 to 27% population is not literate. So we have to work out on it, and though the government is putting many efforts, but then also our literacy rate is very slow. So please try to improve literacy rate. Okay, so these are the some questions you have to attempt. 6.3 to 6.7, various aspects of population compositions are given, and study the graphs, discuss and answer the following questions. I think I have helped you to solve these questions, but once again read these questions. Which country has a higher sex ratio? India or Brazil? Come on, find out. Okay, which country has a higher literacy rate? Brazil. Which country is growing at a faster rate? Identify. Brazil or India? Which country's population has a higher life expectancy? Answer is very simple. Brazil. Which country has a higher proportion of old age people? Come on, I will not answer this question. You have to find out. Okay, so here census of India, conducted every 10 years, and this year also we have a census. Okay, so we have a every 10 years population counting. Okay, census means counting the total number of people in your country. So census of India conducted enumeration of population every 10 years. Same way in Brazil also they have a census. The name is given to this is IGBE. What is the full form? Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics carries out the census every year. The first census survey of both the countries was carried out in 1872 and declared in 1881 in India. In India, census is conducted at the start of the decades, means every 10 years, means 11, then the 21, then 31, like this way. And in Brazil, is conducted at the end of the decades, means 1960s, 1970, like this way. So 2010 they had conducted their census. Okay, now come on, find out following statements are correct or wrong. Okay, are the following sentences right or wrong? Correct the wrong ones. Literacy rate is higher in Brazil than India. What is answer? Correct? Yes. In Brazil, people prefer living in the southeast as compared to the northeast. Correct. The life expectancy of India is decreasing. Life expectancy. Wrong. Then what is the correct statement? It is increasing. The northwestern part of India is densely populated. No, no. What is the correct answer? Northeastern part of India is densely populated, and the western part of Brazil is densely populated. Correct or wrong? Fine. Identify. Yes. Then there are some questions. Okay, you have to arrange the following states of India in a descending orders. Then arrange the states of Brazil in ascending orders. Then the classify factors affecting distribution of population into favorable and unfavorable. So I will not help you people. You are smart and preparing for exams, so you can easily answer these questions. Then here the some questions I have taken from your exercise. Okay, answer the following questions. Explain the similarities and difference between the population distribution in Brazil and India. So here you have to compare all the aspect of population density distribution, then the literacy rate, sex ratio, etc. Okay, life expectancy also. Then How, which are the factors similar, which are the factors differences, that you have to mention in this answer. Then the giving example correlate climate and population distribution, that is we have done in the beginning of the chapter. Recall that knowledge. Okay, so give geographical reason. Population is an important resource. Yes, it is a very important resource. Why? Identify. Then the Brazil's population density is very less. You have to find out which are the factors unfavorable for the growth of density of population in Brazil, and you have to mention. India's population density is high. Yes. What are the factors responsible, that you have to mention here. Then the density of population is sparse in Amazon basin. You have to mention here how the Amazon basin is unfavorable for the survival of a human being. That will be the answer. Then the population density is high in the Ganga. Yes, it is high in Ganga. What are the factors responsible? Fertile land, suitable climate, accessibility of water supply, good development in agriculture. All these factors you have to mention. Thank you. Have a good day.